Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 390. It's a bit late today, but we'll see how it goes.
Hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love, I'm hiding.
It's almost 7 PM New Zealand.
I'm loving.
I suppose it's very late at night in America.
Let the beat control your body.
What's going on here?
I'm searching.
How's the audio sounding? Things are right here. Okay. Hello. Good to be back. I'll be back. They tried to silence me, but I'm always back. Everybody hates me, but I'm still back. There's always stuff to do though. I've been so busy. So I've had to splash out on new gear again. I got this brand new mouse. I suppose I should show you. So, giving it a try. It's way better than the old Microsoft software and thing, but I'll keep that for backup anyway. Let's type up the message first on the side, in case anyone shows up. I wasn't feeling too well today. I slept for probably 12 hours. Yeah, it's just late nights, 5, and then I don't get to sleep till 7. And the stomach plays up. Probably got a grumbly appendix, as they call it. They take out the gallbladder, but they leave the other problem organ in, which is kind of strange. Alright, so what's today? John. What's his name? Lenard. We have to carry on him. What was his last name? Walson. I keep thinking Watson, not Walson. We got third phase of the moon bullshit again. Noise and ufology continued. But still, people will keep on watching them. I don't see how they see them as entertainment. When they keep saying they're number one source of news, and they think they're legit, which is kind of strange. What's wrong with you people out there? What's in your heads? I suppose the people that come here know differently. Oh, that'll do for a side thing. Okay, does the Zoom work in? Let's just give it a try. Oh yeah, does too. I got this thumb wheel now. Means I don't have to use the control key on the keyboard at the same time, because the other one I had to use the middle wheel because I didn't have the other thumb wheel, which is normally scroll up and down, but to turn it into a zoom you have to hold down the control key. But now I don't have to do that. I can just flip the mouse and bang. It's also more accurate. More DPI, so yeah, we'll just see how it goes for the video analysis side of things, pixels and stuff. So yeah, I bought this Logitech, what's it called, MX3 Master. Let's long name. There's a picture of it there. Yeah, the scroll's pretty good. So it's it doesn't use a normal roller for the wheel, which is really good. It uses electromagnetic induction, right? Obviously it's got a magnet in it. So yeah, so it's got that fun wheel there, which I'll scroll down. And if you also got this sort of clicky effect on the wheel called ratchet, so it simulates cogs on the wheel rather than being free flowing. I'm not too sure why you need that. Maybe it's just too sensitive at the moment. Maybe it's skipping too many lines down. I kind of like free flowing best. Okay, so it's got this fun wheel here, which I'm using for swing. It's got two buttons, which I use for releasing swing quickly or returning to the swing level that it was currently at. And a button down here, which is C, to stop it for YouTube, and back button I've used for Avast. And the button is actually calls the Nimbus panel, which I can get to before. So if I click to this column, and you can transfer stuff, saves it to clipboard. So that saves me having to use Nimbus. Maybe if we go into paint.net now, clipboard. So whether better, I don't know. Certainly it's a lot easier. How it comes out in the stream, I don't know, but it seemed to be okay. There's that button behind, there's the roller. It's really nice mouse actually. So yeah, so I don't have to actually save it to the hard drive like with Nimbus and then edit it. I can just store it straight to memory. But maybe that uses more memory and causes a slowdown, but so far it seems to be alright. So on with the show, I guess. Okay, there's a top view before we go. There's a button there. You got the left and right, and the wheel button is also pressed down. And I don't use the gesture thing because it's crazy. But it is an option in the software. The software is pretty good, so that you can customize everything how you want. Yeah, it's just amazing. But it's very expensive. It cost me 165 New Zealand, but yeah. My Microsoft one's still going strong. I bought it in 2002, I think. So it's been going a long time, 18 years, and it's now started playing up with the roller, which I believe would be dust, but it's a real scummy thing to try and open up, I think, and clean it out. Sometimes it's better to try something new. So yeah, I thought, well, let's just get a new mouse. But anyway, I've been splashing out on memberships on Discord and stuff. So I don't know if you do have a web page up, WordPress. Did I actually save it in here? And it's got some key links where you can find if you're not on Twitch. And I suppose we could just type it in because it's quite easy to remember. It's out. Press. Looks like it's come up with some previous searches. That's all you have to type in. And page. It's pretty basic at the moment. Set cookies. It's got a blog there, which may use, so I never know. Where you can post regular posts. But yeah, we're still working on it. Just a matter of finding time, of course. So Discord, UFO group there, BitChute, Twitch, but it should have donation links there, right? But to get to that, you can just go to Discord if you want, not to BitChute, I mean. And you got the links here where you can pay. What's the first one? I think it gives option Patreon, PayPal, Subscribestar. Although I'm not using Patreon much anymore, I probably should remove that one. I don't trust that company. And Subscribestar is still accumulating money, so I haven't got a payment from that yet. It won't release the money to $150. PayPal directly is probably the better option, really, but yeah. See how we go. So yeah, that was it. Better paste that link. Who's out there? Anybody listening in? How's the audio sounding? Sounds alright this end. I think my last fix may have solved it, but whenever I say that, it goes wrong next day. Yeah, so we need to paste it into that one. Okay. And also got links there. So there's Streamlabs tip as well, which really should be on the web page. But that's in Twitch About tab anyway. And it's in the About tab. Did I put it in the About tab of YouTube? I think I might have. New web page. There we go. So I might just put the stream tabs labs tip page. That also accumulates the money until you want it taken out, because they got fees, of course. Tip the OT Chan. Be interesting if I paste this safe side chat, right? I'll probably find that Google actually censored it. They'll be missing links and stuff. They're sort of everywhere's censoring BitChute at the moment, and there's an attack on LBRY at the moment. They're trying to take it down through the currency of Bitcoin, believe it or not, saying they're breaking the law. Which is nonsense, of course. So yeah, there's the tips, and I'll just post the WordPress one there as well. Web page. I'm not sure why that come up. Anyway, on with the other stuff, I guess. You can see here my subs match what's on the web page. So I'm not lying, as some people claim. And I think it's going to overtake YouTube soon. If you look at the sub view count there, it's gone up a fair bit in the last month. I think BitChute is about 8,000 views away to catch up on YouTube views. I think it's YouTube is at 174 at the moment. Crazy, isn't it? How did we find out again? Go here, wasn't it? Oh, right. Go here. About. And you can see here, always the public count is always 10 behind the administration panel. Alright, why is that, you may ask? I don't know. Censorship. Okay, so it's 175,600. And that was 2016. And this was 2019, is it? 2 years ago. Well, sometime 2019, and it's like 8,000 views away, almost. It's almost up to 6-7. So yeah, amazing. So it looks like Alt Media is the winner. Of course, I got over 200 subs now on Rumble, which is the other platform, that sort of alt media platform that seems to be working. The other ones are lagging for some reason. But new YouTube is another one I've used. It's got about 76 subscribers. And what's the other one? LBRY. It's really poor. It's only got 62 subs there. So yeah, not too sure if LBRY is as robust as they claim. Certainly hasn't got the viewership at the moment. So they're not being added to search engines for some reason. Hey, on to Third Phase of the Moon. So they put out some stuff which need to go over. Right, no. First of all, we'll just talk about Secure Team, actually. I noticed he put out some new tweets. Where's his Twitter here? There it is. I noticed he put out some tweets, and always go to tweets and replies. And then you see when he last posted, which was only yesterday. I'll just zoom in. And he's bitching to YouTube still. My channel of over 2 million subs and 900 plus videos was demonetized for inactivity due to me being in hospital for many months. Well, we know that straight away a bullshit lie. He's only been in hospital this year, right? He hasn't told that he's been in jail and having to go to court and attend AA meetings and get regular drug testing and to do other courses for DUI. So yeah, he still hasn't come clean. So, YouTube are going to know this. They're going to ask for documentation to prove that he was in hospital for months, if they're wise. They're not going to change the rules just for him. But you can see he's begging to make money, right? He's so desperate to make money by putting up this video. He reckons he's got... I would appreciate having monetization reinstated as my inactivity was not intentional. Yeah, right. And due to serious health reasons. Thank you. So maybe we'll have a look deeper into that comment. But, why is it not scrolling now? Yeah. So it went a bit crazy there. I think maybe the mouse goes asleep if you don't move it. Okay, this is ridiculous. No, it's not. He's got to follow the rules like everybody else. Once you get demonetized, there's a 30-day wait period for the staff to review it after that point. Doesn't look like they replied. Let's get out that soon. He's got a view. Many recent UFO sightings, strange but not alien. New upcoming releases from Pentagon regarding their interact phases putting out already. That's why I love my laptop most anywhere. What are they cobblers? Well, I got my microphone dusted off and the studio equipment hooked up. New videos are coming within the next few days. I don't think it's going to because he knows he's going to not make any money from it. And of course people won't go back and rewatch it, right? So yeah, he's hoping that they're going to monetize him. Anyway, here's what up. I don't think it may have changed last time in the last few hours. Okay, no, still the same one, and let's look. He's only got 243,000 views compared to what he used, like 600, 700. So I think these views are added on though here, the welcome screen, wasn't it? He hasn't changed it. So has he lost his fan base? Well, there's going to be like 50,000 still going to watch him. Probably still end up being more than Third Phase, right? But some people just won't listen to the truth, right? You point them to a video saying you do realise he hoaxed hundreds of videos himself just to make money off, and they just won't hear it. Kind of strange people in ufology, that's for sure. And then you get the religious ones saying the demons and angels and talking about God, posting comments, crazy people. They just won't watch the stuff and learn a different perspective on things, right? Science. That maybe it can or it be explained. But I think we'll never have the answers to what life is really about and what the universe is, or multi-universes are. What's the whole point of it all? So we're never ever going to know all the answers. Meantime, we're too busy worried about our day-to-day life, watching TV and sports and driving around and working, keeping the rich elite into their nice comforts, Amazon guy, when people should be saying no more Amazon after all the censorship they pulled all over the elections, right? Well, there should be a lot of people out of business, and it should be billionaires. It shouldn't be all those ones that lost their businesses in the riots where the local governments wouldn't do anything because they're anti-Trump. Anyway, I see it's all backfiring for the new president, as it was forecast. What he's doing with the border is just absolutely ridiculous. He deserves everything that's going to come his way, I think. And the left are attacking each other. It's quite funny, really. So yeah, Third Phase. And I wonder if UFO Interest has put up anything. So let's start with the last one. Is that the last one? Or was that one? Might be the last one there, but we haven't looked at. Let me just have a look.
Space a malfunction, maybe an experiment.
Okay. Let me just have a look. Which one was it again? Did I hear dude? Oh dude, let's send it to third phase.
It's gone. What? It's over there.
It's going across the sky.
What is it?
I think we might have seen that one, have we?
Actually not.
Was that the SpaceX thing? Oh no, that was the debris. Yep, we have seen that one. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, this one. What to deal with?
We're looking at footage that was captured by the ISS. It seems that their cameras...
Oh, this is just absolutely ridiculous, right? But anyway, we'll watch it, and then we'll break it down.
wanted to lock on something over the Nevada desert, where they do massive amounts of military testing. Secret
Yeah, so they're focusing on this thing here. You can see it's on a ravine that's been carved out by, obviously, water. And you can see it's rocky terrain here. And they claim it's over Nevada. But they haven't got any map up, so yeah.
technologies, untold secrets
so
that are about to be revealed. What was the ISS trying to capture on their cameras?
So we're looking at this, but also we can see other white bits on this mountain range.
This is incredible. We're looking at this footage of what looks to be a Tic Tac that seems to disappear out of nowhere. Some people might say this is a wrong terminology to use right now, but it looks to me that this Tic Tac dematerialized. Or maybe some kind of
Everything's a
cloaking
UFO and
technology that we're
alien
not aware
to
of,
these
but this
guys.
Tic Tac seems to be massive in size.
I think these guys should be
The
put in
ISS
prison
cameras,
for
whoever was
fake
operating it at the
news,
time,
like the little
seemed to
mainstream
wanna
media
focus
should be
in
as
on the
well.
object. And this
Misleading
object
people.
seems to be cylindrical in shape, the same exact definition of a
So
Tic
I'll be
Tac as
interested
our
to know if
Navy
anyone's
pilots
out there
explained.
watching what you
But
think.
this seems a little larger than the regular
What do you
Tic
think
Tac.
it is?
It's size of from the ISS station. Look to the planet Earth. You see the mountain ranges. This Tic Tac, in my opinion, is at least.
So spray. Yes, it's a fairly big reflection here. So the actual thought was, what do you have in deserts? Solar panels. And why do they have solar panels? Because you can see it's a very remote location. And what do they do out there? Well, it's near a river, obviously, because you can see where the water's carved out here.
On this
And
incredible footage coming in from the ISS, but
if you get a further
we've
away
got
shot,
my
but
brother
they keep going
tonight,
in.
he's going to be giving his opinion along with Rich,
Yeah, the experts. No, they're not experts.
if not even more. Maybe we could calculate and do a little
Trying
bit
to
of
get it.
follow-up
So let's see. I
on
should
this
be using,
incredible
I should
footage
be
coming
using
in from
my
the ISS,
big
but
button.
we've
But they
got
keep
my
stopping it,
brother
zooming in. You can see here's a white bit here too. So obviously, could be buildings here. Look, it's out of focus. So could that be like a solar panel here? Is what I thought maybe. Just zoom in. Looks very reflective. And of course, why would it dim away? Doesn't look like a Tic Tac to me. In fact, let's go as big as we can. Looks like it's uneven. I wonder if it's got individual solar panels there. So could it be like a chunk of snow? Sure it could, but that reflective, I'm not too sure. You'd have to look on the rest of the map. To me, I think it might be the sun reflecting off solar panels out in the desert there that's pumping water. Is that a reservoir here? Does that look like a circle of water? It's maybe pumping it from the creek or river into a holding area. If we had the map, we might be able to look
his
better.
opinion along with Rich.
And of course it dims because we changed angle, because we're at a different angle to the reflection coming up that direction. So they've moved over here and now we don't see it. It's nothing to do with a Tic Tac cloaking, is it? Quite looks like it could be water there. And there may be like underground water there because of the valley here. And they're just pumping it up there for irrigation. And maybe it supplies water to a town that's close by. But I can't see what the location is here. See, it does kind of look like it's water. Or it might be just pumping it from this lake here, which might be fed. And it's pumping it somewhere else on the map. But unless we got coordinates, there's not much we can do to break this one down further. Have we got GPS for it? Have we got a map where the IS was at the time? Because I normally have a, they normally have that globe map with the sine wave business where it goes around the globe because it's a circle, so it creates a sine wave. And it's not in a perfect circular orbit, it's in an elliptical, well, it's on an angle orbit, I should say, but yeah, so let's just carry on.
The same exact definition of a Tic Tac as our Navy pilots explained, but this seems a little
notice how they
larger
don't focus on the other
Tac.
bits. See here, it's obviously, again, ice caps.
You could imagine the size of it.
Or it could be just, so that looks like it could be that white sand stuff. And salt lakes, right? Can you see any buildings there? See, there's a white bit up here further as well. It doesn't look a very nice place to have a building on, does it? Still looks like a pump. Can't see any buildings here. Let's scroll down here. There could be, but it's so blurry, I suppose. So it looks like some buildings here. Around that dark bit there. See, got another solar panel there, bollocks. So it looks like some buildings going this way. Looks like a building there. Could be a building down here. And there. It's hard to know. So, yep. So stupid speculating that it's a UFO.
This thing. Being from the ISS space station, looking down to the planet Earth, you can see the mountain ranges. This Tic Tac, in my opinion, is at least 100 yards, if not even more. Maybe we could calculate.
Okay, so it looked like some ponds there when he went past.
The planet Earth, you can see the mountain ranges. This Tic Tac, in my opinion, is at least 100 yards, if not
Let's keep
even
going.
more.
There, what's this? See, that kind of looks like it could be some buildings around here. We need the map.
Maybe we could calculate and do a little bit of follow-up on this incredible footage coming in from the ISS.
Which you'll
but
never do.
we've got my
They
brother
never do
tonight.
updates
He's
or
gonna be
follow-ups.
giving his opinion along with Rich
Unless it's a
from
UFO
GUFON,
thing.
who gave us the heads up on this incredible imagery captured by the ISS. Brett, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, Blake, this is incredible. Rich gave us a
He
heads
says the
up,
same
and
thing
as soon
every
as
time.
he said, you got to
Yeah,
watch
it's
this, boys. And we're
incredible.
like, Rich got something good. So we opened up this Gmail this morning, and we're like,
Let's
totally
blame Rich for
blown
sending
away
this
about what we
garbage.
just witnessed. And people are going to
Okay, so look, here we go. Now this pan back, you see. Now, does it look like snow caps here? Which is the same brightness? Here we go, look. Same brightness, right? Now, can we see any buildings on the map now? So this is where we might be able to find the answers. Obviously, there's cloud cover here. It's definitely buildings there, isn't there? Definitely looks like snow caps on the mountain range there. Definitely buildings here. So they're going to need water. Maybe they've got some farms here. And looks like that's going down to a salt lake there. Definitely got to build buildings around there. I bet it's probably supplying that little town over here water, probably. Yeah, it doesn't look like solar panels there though, does it? It definitely looks like snow. So could that be just snow that hasn't melted because it's deep in that crevasse there? More than likely. But anyway, it's all speculation, and it's definitely not a UFO. I think that sort of proves it. Okay, moving on. These clowns. Oh, maybe we'll have a laugh at GUFON explain it. Does he come on? Here he is. He's the one saying it's a Tic Tac.
Vaporized. It could have been a glitch. I don't know what this is, but I can tell you.
He should have a T-shirt. I don't know. That's his new slogan. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm not a researcher. But I run a UFO channel with the #1 news network called Third Phase. Make sure you donate $100 each.
What it looks like, and it looks like a Tic Tac. And to be in Nevada, or
I think his brain is a Tic Tac. Maybe we should do a poll on that. Does he have a brain, or does he have a brain that's a Tic Tac? He's certainly smoked enough weed and taken drugs to be a Tic Tac. Okay. So the next one's even more ridiculous, but we'll just have a look. So focus on this thing here. It seems to be gliding upwards. And of course, it's on a security camera. On a building or another car, not too sure. But a dash cam. But we'll just play it and we'll just watch what it's doing. And I'll zoom in. Okay, there's some water dripping down, so it looks like it might be on a building. Okay. So what do you reckon to that one? Should be easy to debunk for most people.
On a security cam on the island of Oahu in my home state of Hawaii. This was captured a few days ago, and what we're looking at is kind of extraordinary. It's interesting that the security cameras seem to lock in on this.
So it looks like it's color night vision, isn't it? Not the black and white. So it's one of the newest sensors which can detect more things. Okay. So is it parked up a driveway here? So there's a road going this way, Boxfoot. Sideways. Down there. A road going this way, so there might be something at the side we're not seeing. But to me it looks like a reflection of light for a car passing by.
Multiple light object. We could see orbs within this cylindrical shaped object, and it seems like it's taken off into the clouds. This is
clouds.
Kind of like
he says like
Tucker
now.
Just left the vicinity of this home, captured on this security cam. I'm trying to wrap my brain around this, and
oh no, Rake! Don't wrap your brain.
We could be looking at, and some people
it
might
be a
say
difficult
that
thing
it could
to
be
do
a flock
because
of
there's a
birds or
pea-sized
some birds
brain
taken off, or a drone. But I would
definitely
have to disregard this. We could see some
down.
driplets of water. There was a little rain, and we could see other orbs moving in and out of this video. But whatever this object is, it seems to be at a rapid rate of speed heading into the clouds at one moment.
Okay, so
some people might even speculate that this could be maybe a web from
we'll
a spider.
pause it
and we're looking at
do a frame by frame. So it seems to come out through start off in the driveway there, concrete or tarmac. And we'll just go frame by frame. So can we see any other movements? I don't think so, because I think there's a passing car somewhere, and I don't think it's in this viewpoint. It's just off the edge of the camera, probably just up the road here. Okay, so how many little dots in that? One, two, three, four, five, six. So to me, that looks like a LED strip light that you have on cars. You know, on RVs, right? You can put strip lights on the back and front, and you can light up a whole road with these strip lights, so you can see better where you're going, especially on dirt roads. That's what I think it is, and it's on a strange angle because this is probably a camera that's in a dome, a curved dome, so the reflection's going to bend as the car's moving away or towards the camera. Let's see, could be moving away because the strip light could be on the side of the RV or at the back of the RV. And it's moving away and it's reflecting back. And so it appears to be moving. Pretty stupid video really, isn't it? Just shows they'll put up anything they want. So any other things in the video that we're missing? Could be someone standing there with one of these handheld strip lights as well. But where are they hiding? Sometimes you spot something that you can see for. You can see here if that was a craft, right? We already can see that one of the orbs inside the light array there has vanished. You know, that wouldn't happen. Wouldn't make any sense why that should vanish. Why it's angled on the tree. Oh, I pressed the wrong one. Yeah, it looks like it's in trouble. Let's see if we get it back after it goes past the tree. See, now it's coming in on the edge of the tree. Now we can see it going. Now it's lost all the middle ones. Almost. Depending on how it's reflecting. It's all over the place. You can see it's curving as well. If we joined all the frames together, you can see it's been going like this in an arc, which means it's got to be on a reflected surface that's curved. Still going in a circle. Why did it go backwards then? This is kind of strange. See it now, it goes backwards and then it goes forwards. Could have been the car stopped and drove forwards. Maybe they're trying to park an RV up the street here. But yeah, another stupid one. So what have we done so far? That one. I've got some screen snapshots here. In video Nevada, I mean. Tic Tac. Bullshit. And that one can be closed down. I think. What else did I say there? Yep, already covered all that. And this one here. So I did actually do some quick searches to see if I could recognize that's the strip light might be causing the reflections. So this one is 6 lead UFO. If we click on that one there, I did some Google search. As you can see, LED bar light for RV, and this is what come up. So yeah, and he got 6 lights in them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see they got it on the side of RV here to light up the outside. What's that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now that one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like it's quite bright. Okay, next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 8 there. So they do come in different ones. There's one with quite a few LEDs in it. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be a 6th one. 6 lights. That's what I think it is. Okay. Did I post that one? I did. Okay. So you probably could do another search now. 6 lead. So we know it's 6 leads. Bar light. RV. Let's see what comes up. Probably the same ones again, is it? What have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it could be that one. Looks really bright. And they're saying it's for a car or motorcycle there. RV car, waterproof. So that's what it's got to be, isn't it? Stupid, really. So let's not spend too much time on this nonsense that they're making lots of money. How much money did they make off that one? 31,000 views. We can't tell how many ads they put in because we block it. But 3 ads, so it makes it up to 100,000 views. You know, they probably made about $100, $200 out of it probably. It's not bad for garbage really. Okay, let's move on. Time is flying already. Don't tell me I have to put off John again, because we got this noise in the way. Okay, so the next one, more bullshit. So let's see, what was it on this one? Could be coming up.
Kind of process of where it wants to go. Son, he's been.
Okay, so Hamey Masan is giving him garbage again. So what are we looking at here?
Collaborating with us, and he's
okay. So that's the same one that I looked at with UFO Worldwide. He put up it was a UFO. So what do you think on this one? I'm not sure if they played too much of this one actually. It's a MUFON report, I think, and I bet they don't list it. Do they list the MUFON case? Let's see. That scroll's a wee bit too sensitive, I think. Less. Well, I suppose it's in the right place then. So that's it. Become a member. No thanks. So let's just watch this.
Wanting us to share this with you right now. Are you looking at this? A cylindrical object captured over the skies of Mexico, and what's crazy is that this phenomenon has been on a uptick recently, and we're looking at this video up close, and it's interesting. I don't think this is any kind of space debris falling out of the sky. This thing is kind of, in my opinion, a solid object, a one object
Bullshit.
piece, whatever it is very strange. It's not an airplane.
Yes, it is. What it is a contrail. Alright, so have a look at this here. The plane will be at the front here, and that's the two contrails almost joined together. It's probably at a really high altitude, probably at 38,000 feet. And we're not sure what the time of day it is, but the full video was put up by this guy here, and he's got the full details. So let's just have a look for it. But he didn't do any analysis on it, even though you got the full information, which is unfortunate. So where was it now? Here is it. Oh, that one. Probably that one. Let's have a look.
What is that?
What the fucking holy fuck is that?
Ooh.
I'm videoing it.
Sorry guys, I didn't know it was going to swear. But the intelligence level is just overwhelming. Okay, so he's put a basic filter here, because you can't see it too well, but it's a pretty crappy filter. But anyway.
Thank you. What is that?
What is it, dude?
I'm trying to zoom in as much as I can.
Let's send it to Thirdphase. Actually, they sent it to MUFON, which is pretty good of them. I think they did anyway. MUFON case. So you could probably, if these guys knew about using the apps, they probably would have solved it themselves. First of all, check out Flight Radar, and then Heavens Above. Even if it's gone past, right? The other guy that's watching should be doing that while he's filming it. But I think it's just a short, what do you call a short dissolving plane contrail, and the plane is at the front, and yet the plane is not going to be visible. It's going to be like a less than a pixel on the camera. So we need to find out what time of day it is. I don't think they say here. I don't really want to debunk this one yet. Okay, it's at 5 a.m. So that's at sunrise. So that's when the light's going to be bouncing off. Contrails, right? So at the right time, probably the right angle. Okay, so he's got another one here too. So the sun's coming up. And looks like the edge of a building here. I thought this is the thing, right? I thought, well, if that's in the sky, because when they had the thumbnail it was like that, right? I thought, yeah, well, that is strange to have in the sky. But you can clearly see it's going to be man-made if that's in the sky, because it's metalwork, right? Then they're focusing on the little dot here, which is, you can see how far away it is from the camera. He's filming at portrait, which is bad as well. So they reckon it's Mexico, did they say? No, it's not, is it? So didn't he say on here that it was South America?
We're looking at it's too thin.
Let's go back.
Object piece, whatever it is.
So that's
Eyes
wrong
of
information.
Mexico,
Of
and what's
us.
crazy is that
Here we go.
Again, I'm leaning towards some sort of technology where
eyes of Mexico, and what's crazy is that this phenomenon has been on a uptick recently. Eyes of Mexico, and what object captured over the skies of Mexico, and what's crazy.
So that's incorrect information there. All right. He's got it from a MUFON case number. So that's why third phase are not number one source, because they don't correct their mistakes and they make lots of mistakes. It's disgusting, really. So straight away we debunk them as fake news. So it's in USA. And you could tell by the swearing that it was in USA, by the accent. It wasn't South American. So yeah. We'll come back to that one in a minute. And then he put out this other one here, which is very similar.
roll.
Which again is very hard to see.
What is that,
moving.
dude? That ain't normal.
That's fucking huge. Whatever the fuck that is, bro, that is fucking huge.
So that's,
Dude, that's
the foul mouth again. And guess what time it is? 5 a.m. I wonder if it's on the same day, but seen from a different angle. 24th of the 3rd. What was the other one? But this one's a bit more clearer, but it's still filmed the wrong direction. And you can see the sun's just coming up. That's the original, and you can't really see it, but as you know, eyes can see it better than cameras.
Want to keep recording?
Yeah, you can't see it.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Not that, no, bro.
Dude, that's some cool shit right there.
I haven't seen a plane contrail like that before.
That's, I think, what you consider a UFO? It's not identifiable.
As I consider
What the heck is
a
it?
passenger jet going into cloud cover there.
Still going.
Yeah.
And that ain't no Starlink. It's not like
No,
Starlink.
it's not staged as a
That's
plane.
a cluster.
So again, this is where you need to see X's. It's hard, these guys. There's too much space. So that's on the 3rd 5 a.m. Right, what's the location? So,
What is that, dude? That ain't normal.
That's fucking huge, bro. That is fucking huge.
enough of that foul mouth. Anyway, let's go to the next
What
one.
is that?
What the
Ooh, same day. Alright. It's going to be the same craft, but from a different angle. There you go. But they see it at a later date, so it must be maybe passing towards the area. So we need to find out if that's in the state next door or in the same state. So what was the other case number? This is we can get two filming it from different times. That sort of verifies some things, gives more information. What's happening there? Okay, what's WY? Is it WY? I reckon it's California, that one. So where's WY compared to California? Next door? Not too sure. It looked like the same object. I don't think it's SpaceX anyway. Looks like a regular plane. Okay, so let's type up the map here, just to have a quick look. Refresh where all the locations are in America here. California to WA. That will do. No, that's not W, that's MI. Wyoming, I think that's the one. Now let's see what that comes up on the map. Aha, that's right next door. It is. So they saw the same one, and in 30 minutes it's probably gone from California that direction and passed that way, right? And there you go. That's a connection. Probably, where's the borders? There we are, square box, I guess. Yep, a square box. So yeah, it must have come from California airport, traveling at high altitude across the mountain ranges here, which is where you get the cold layers, right? Which causes the ice crystals to form from the jet engine as it's passing through. And of course, some of the contrails are not long, right? I tried to find some examples. Just go to... Okay. Don't need that there now. If we go to my research one here, I found this image of a similar plane. The white contrails, well, this one's actually almost orange, which also would be maybe sunset or sunrise. White orange, you can see that's another plane contrail. I think I've got a web page link to one too. So this is similar from the snapshot, but again in the opposite direction. And there's the other one. Further away shot. This link here, just open it up in a new link. Okay, short sunlit contrails look like UFOs, right? And we're seeing the orange ones that look like fireballs, but that's just one jet. And of course the contrails appear 20 meters behind, and they're not right up edge to the plane, right? So the plane's over here somewhere. There's a zoom in of it. So that'd be possibly two planes there, maybe. That's a distant one above it. And that looks like a 4-engine one here, maybe. Or it could be further here, and this one here is forming a bit further back for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4 engines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But hard to tell if it's 1 or 2 planes there. Here's a plane going past. It's a Tic Tac. No. Yeah, let's look at Jumbo Jet, right? It's got a big tail and it's got a little bump at the front. And that's another plane off in the distance there. Here's another short one, but it's more extended widthways. Let's keep on going. Oh, here we can see the plane this time. 2 engine one. Here's one where the contrail breaks up, but it's actually going horizontal. It looks like it's coming down or going up. Oh. And they've zoomed into the very tip of it here. You can see it's actually 2 contrails, but from far away it looks like 1. So they've zoomed right in here, and you can just see the plane. I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see it. There you go. So obviously they got the original photograph and then they've enhanced it. 2 engine plane. So yeah, it looks very similar to the video, that one, but except for it's on an angle. Here's one that's going along. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got white contrails as well as orange sky this time. Yeah, look. Distant plane, not a UFO. Oh. There's one there. One there, it's breaking up now. Okay, keep on going. That one looks very strange, but it's a plane. Can't see the wings. What's on that one?
An hour before.
That's a news report of some kind. Oh, it was a UFO. Okay.
Went in, then it turned, and then it went out, and then it came back in again.
Peter Hollingworth was surfing.
You could even hear the planes in the background when they're doing the newscast in the same location, right?
Federal Aviation Administration did not report anything unusual.
Well, this in a sense is.
Okay. They're going to show us the plane contrail. Here's one here.
Sir doubts little green men from Mars are behind the UFO.
Stupid, really, isn't it? Well, anyway, that's on that link anyway. I'll post the link and you can have a look over it. You'll probably better find more stuff out there that looks like in those videos of contrails. Short contrails that dissolve. They form very quickly and then they dissolve very quickly. So that looks like a short cylinder. So if you've not seen that before, there you know. You're always learning on this channel. Alright, so secure team there, we've already done him. Oh, effing joy. Well, I've got my microphone dusted off. Okay, we read that one before. Video's coming. So it looks like I've been busy debunking his stuff too soon. Again. Okay, so I think that's probably it. And this guy here is the next one, isn't it?
Shortly. So make sure you hit that subscription button and notification.
This guy is such a believer. Yeah. And anyone that sort of goes on third phase of the moon is attention seeker. This guy's going to be an FBI agent, right? I don't think I'd want to hire him. But let's go backwards again. Here he is here. Talking about garbage, really, but we'll just go over it. He's associating with the wrong UFO channel if he's interested in it.
Let's just start it off. John, thanks for joining us again right here at Third Phase of Moon.
John, FBI.
Oh, thanks, Blake. It is great to be here with you.
Now, what a Muppet. How to embarrass yourself. Be on Blake Cousins' show. So what's his name? Retired FBI agent John DeZozio. So, what is these guys saying about him? Oh. John is amazing. Former FBI who didn't last until that unbelievable retirement package needed to be carefully vetted. Yeah. I wonder how much they pay him to go on the show. Do you think anything will be released? Nah. Oh, this guy's awesome. How ridiculous. Okay, so we'll just go over something he said here under fair use, because these guys don't like fair use. FBI tell the truth? The FBI is not a credible source, sorry. Not anymore, not with all the deep state stuff that's been happening. Certainly wouldn't trust any FBI. Ben Hansen, become less, been more critical of him lately too. So yeah, and worried about his so-called skills of analysis and stuff is not terribly great. He's got access to it, but yeah. So he talks about this thing here, the Tether incident.
We had what was called the famous Tether incident with NASA, where we had NASA cameras that basically were on a public feed. They were showing us.
Everybody knows what it is, mate. So what I found out from El Grey years ago was that he has a cousin that works for NASA and helped to design this experiment, or he had access to the blueprints. He thinks when they did the close-up of these so-called, was it Doppler discs or whatever they called them, with the little chunk missing. I'm not sure if we got a close-up on here at all. This here is actually part of a piece of the experiment, and obviously there were like hundreds of these. He said there was some sort of cable grommets where the cable passed through the middle and they had a little square in it for locking. And I said, oh, it'd be great if he could provide public blueprints of that, so we could actually verify that. And nothing happened, but you can see here these are all the same, right? It's got a little square out of it, circle in the middle, and it looks like it's got a groove that goes around the outside. And then you had that silly guy called David Sharida, so-called pseudo-scientist, according to Randy, the great Randy. I've looked at some of David's stuff, and it's very out there, crazy, nutty stuff. But anyway, we've talked about him in the past. But these are actually grommets, or O-rings, as they call it, O-rings. Obviously joined together parts of the long cable system, or inside the cable system itself. So when it snapped, all these things popped out. And of course they went all different direction, because this thing was flinging all over the place, right? Bouncing off the atmosphere. And so they didn't know what it was. They thought it was ice crystals at one point. But yeah, you can see it definitely looks like it could be O-rings. I'm not sure if we can do a search on O-rings. See what sort of ones they have available. Yes, so O-rings. I have analysed the video. I never really got it completed though. There's a live episode where I do path analysis to see if all of those were O-rings or ice particles. As you know, as you fire rocket engines, you can change the course of things floating around space near the camera. Depends how far away they were, you know, if they're changing directions. Maybe the O-rings were spinning, right? I think they might have been actually. They're sort of like pulsing, which would create like a centrifugal force if they were. Here we go, we got something here. What's that one got? Sort of about O-rings used in the rocket launch that blew up. Lovely. Richard Feynman worked on that disaster. So I think it's talking about the O-rings there. But I need a close-up picture. Here's one. Damaged pole piece O-ring. So there you can see it's not the same as what we've seen in the pictures, but it did have a small hole in the middle of those ones for the Teffa incident. We can't see any square notches in this one either, like a lock-in O-ring, right? They call it lock, where you slide a piece of metal down and it locks it in place. But yeah, it's very similar. It's like a rubber sealant pressed together. Stop leaks of gas, or to isolate it from electrical stuff, which they would have needed on that cable, because the cable experiment was to gradually lower it down into that Earth's atmosphere for experiment to see if they could launch a satellite that lowered a cable down that collected electricity to charge up batteries for space stations or spaceships, or even beam it down in a laser beam where it's sort of charging up all the time through the atmosphere, dragging the cable. But because the torque on the cable was way strong and it snapped it. So unless they get stronger and stronger cable, maybe one day it'll be feasible. So yeah, looks like we haven't got any more pictures of O-rings for NASA. Here's one here. Is it? O-ring particle found between pole piece. There's some other O-rings. Challenger disaster. So they would set against the metal bits here. That's what they're saying. Where was it? Up here. The rubber bit goes in there and then it squashes together. And there's one there. So it may not be the O-ring itself, those other ones, but it might be the metal bit goes in between the O-rings. And some of these other ones might actually be the O-rings. So they're the plates, and the O-rings might be
a little shot that we
see how it's pulsing there. That one's actually got another notch the other side too.
We don't know what that shark bite is, and they were all
okay. And then that notch has disappeared.
Were moving in intelligent fashion.
Do your research, mate. They weren't giving off energy, but they might have been electrically charged, right? And
all of them were through frame. It was a tremendous incident.
I'm not sure where this is information from, but FBI, what rubbish. Okay. So is that the one he's only talking about? Okay, the Turk with bugs, right? That's internal camera reflection. So what's he saying about that one? So they're actually not aliens, but little screw heads on like flexi posts, and when you clip in the telescopic extender, you sort of clip it into place and rotate it, and these things sort of grab it and hold it without having to use screws. It's like a fastener. So what's he saying about that? Let's have a look.
What's interesting is that people can look this up. In the country of Turkey has basically departed from the agenda of most nations based on this sighting. The government of Turkey has officially recognized that this sighting was genuine, authentic extraterrestrial vehicle.
Okay, so again, he's wrong. We know it's definitely a hoax, 100% hoax, and how it was done. So not too sure where he's getting this information from, but if he's talking about this case, then wherever he's getting his leak information from. So if this is a guy for X-Files, none of the X-Files would have to be correct then.
And they even, in Turkey, they even teach college courses on UFOs, based again largely on this appearance of the UFO, the Turkey UFO as we call it.
This guy really needs to start watching my videos and getting educated, and so does everybody else that's believing this guy. So what else is he blabbing about which is wrong? I just get really angry. The search. Alright, so he's into money making. Bingo, bingo. So the retirement package wasn't enough?
Roswell, ancient architecture.
Oh yeah, he's an ancient aliens guy.
Criteria, I was just...
So it's all about money. Okay, selling the BS. Okay, what's this one say? So why is they promoting that? True tales, which means fables, right? And concepts of alien visitor. Concepts means theories. So none of it's real. But of course this all ruins the real stuff. There is real stuff out there, but none of this stuff on this is real. What they just talked about, the whole thing, is totally misinformation, disinformation. So if he's FBI, he's now a disinformation agent, as far as I'm concerned. And we got some more BS coming up, but we will have to do that next time. Huge mothership. Look at the clickbait. That's going to get lots of views. Captured on video over... where is it? Major city. I'm not going to tell you. So what do you reckon that one's going to be, guys? Mothership. Hey, what do you reckon it's going to be? We've sort of got a thumbnail there. kind of looks like reflection of, again, kitchen lights, is it? No, it looks like it could be something in the sky. Again, is it one of those buildings that you don't see the rest of it? We have to wait and see. It could be LED LED kite, of course, as well. It's amazing how they can say the size of things from a 2D camera. To be able to estimate size, you need something at the same altitude location passing by, like a plane, to measure against, right? Or a building that you know the size of. You can't say something's huge if it's in open sky over a city, unless you got 3D camera. So yeah, what do you think on all those ones? No one's talking to me. Okay, so let's see how long we got left. Half an hour maybe. So that's all those third phase ones done with lost rockets. So we can go back to this one here and look at the rest of these images and see if we can work out the other ones. So the first one we said was a satellite. So we worked out this is a satellite that's moving and it's on rolling shutter. It's moving quite fast. I need to mute it though. And the next one is like a deformed International Space Station, because he's got his own telescope that he's building. I wonder if we got any pictures of it actually. Let's have a look. So he was featured on Interstellar and other documentaries. But can we get a picture of his telescope? Probably not, because then we're better pick it to bits. So that's the guy there, is it? Yep. Gotta go back out. I wonder if we can get I need to change that sensitivity, I think. This is the first time using it. So you're only getting sort of jumping down instead of smooth, isn't it? Let's see. Can we change that on the software? Where is the software? Logitech options. Where is it gone? Alright, here we go. Scroll pointer speed scrolling. Could it be that? Let's enable that. And let's go back. How's that? Still jumping up too fast, isn't it? Although we have to apply it somehow. Scroll wheel direction. Thumb wheel sensitivity. Pointer speed, we don't want to touch that. Smart shift sensitivity. Don't think it's that one either. More. Could be a browser setting. So why hasn't got I haven't got the scroll speed here. Suppose you can do it with that. But still, you should be able to do it with the wheel, shouldn't you? Unless it's part of the normal windows. I shouldn't spend my time troubleshooting this. Let's see, what's it saying? The wheel could be that. Every 3. No, horizontal. Let's create a time. Roll wheel once, notch to scroll. Okay, I don't know if it's a Windows setting or not. 2. Not sure if that's any different. Okay, could be 2 lines. Well, at least we can get him in now. I think it might be actually. 1. Scroll the wheel 1 notch at a time. It should be 1. Oh yeah, that's definitely smoother, isn't it? So it might be using that setting there. Now we can do it. 1 line at a time. Okay, so that might be fixed. I don't know what smooth scrolling is though. I'll just check out what smooth scrolling is. Time's getting on. Smooth scrolling. If you ain't sure, smooth scrolling, as the name indicates, a feature that allows you to scroll smoothly. If you press the mouse wheel, you will move your mouse upward, downward, and scroll will be very smooth. Well, it didn't seem very smooth. Enable scroll allows you to scroll like that with your regular wheel scroll. Doesn't make any sense. So that looks like it's 1 line at a time now. And if we go the ratchet one, I think it's scrolling heaps more. I think that's what difference is. Right, okay. Ah, that's good. We got it sorted. Alright, so this is the guy here. Toast. So so someone here has actually done what I've done too. Done astronomymyufo.com. I see here actually only 2 things up back then. 2014 was it? No, 2006. So they must have been adding more to the space station back then, right? So that's what sort of confused me, because we know they can rotate them at different angles, and so that they sort of disappear too. But yeah, these are his images by the looks of it. You can see they fade as it gets way further. Space platforms. Which is the space station. And of course there was a Russian one up there too back then too. Didn't it burn up in the atmosphere recently? Or was it Skylab or something? Soyuz. So it looks like someone's done some analysis. Looks like he used the same images in Interstellar and all that. Coast to coast. So yeah, we know that's a space station that he's recording. Because it looked different over the years because they're adding to it, right? And of course now we got tracking software. Like if you're seeing the spaceship and the tracking software says it's the space station person, I think you can conclude it's the space station. Okay. I don't think that is his telescope. But maybe he's doing something like that, right? And he's made it himself with the lenses inside. And they're not very well aligned because they're not amplifying it all in one location. It's all sort of blurred. Looks like these are tap-offs, right? So why is that not opening? You think there'd be some pictures of him with the telescope. But yeah. What's that one? That'd be the IS again, I suppose. Where they got it half built. Normally the solar things would be up here, right? Oh, that's right. That was the bottom end, wasn't it? And then they have a thing going across here from the cabin bit. And with the solar things. That was one stage of it being built there, wasn't it? Without the solar things added. They got some on the end here. I wonder if we can find images of the space station over the years. Let's see. Stages of build. International Space Station. I suppose we might have to do a part 3 on this. Stages of internet over the years. I wonder if anyone's kept it. Assembly, here we go. Talking about all the different modules they added on. You can see there's a big gap in the years here as well. I wonder if there's any images. Here we go. Looks complicated. You can see what it looks like now. So that's that bit's coming down this way. And now they've expanded it out everywhere, right? Of course, that's sort of angled away from us here too. So that was that long thing down with some solar panels at the bottom going up to the main hub here, which now they've expanded out this way. Yeah, it's quite amazing. Oh, there we go. It's more angled down than this one. So he was filming that when it was built, just that middle bit there. Then it expanded to that, and then it had 2 panels, and then they added more. Then they expanded out the other side, started to add the other panels. And you can see they can angle it anywhere. Angle it this direction, and 360 that way. What's that one there? China preparing to build space station. Why don't they just join into the international one? Why build separate? Seems like they should be pulling their resources together, but they seem to be always competing. Then you got this one here. What was that one? Skylab. Didn't that come burning down? I can't remember now. What happened to Skylab? Unable to be reboosted by Space Shuttle. What was not ready until 1981. Skylab's orbit decayed, disintegrated in the atmosphere. There you go. July 1979. But there was another thing that came down too recently, wasn't there? So that would have been before his telescope, so you wouldn't have filmed that one. So I think it was the Russian one, was it? Let's see. All the space stations around Earth. Let's have a look. What have we got? International Space Station. Salute 1, isn't it? So here we go. Chronicle order. Space Station history. Skylab. Salute 3, 4, 5, and then International. Which was meant to be built using Russian and also American components, right? As of 21, only one station is orbiting Earth now. Okay. List of space stations. Okay, let's have a look. Skylab, yep. Have we got any other ones? Salute 1. Re-entered 71, so you wouldn't have filmed that one. 72. 73, so they all come down eventually. What goes up must come down. Alan Parsons. 77. 77. 91. Was it 91? DOS. Salute 7. 2001. Mir. Was it the Mir? I remember that was coming down. I'm not sure. What else we got? Here we go. 2018. I knew there was a recent one. Tai Longa 1 and Longa 2. It's come down 2019. Chinese, is it? Yeah, Chinese. What was that one in 2001? Oh, there you go. Looks very similar to some of his if you blurred it. But I think he started filming 2006 onwards, wasn't it? I suppose we have to find out. What's that one? Also, looks very similar to a satellite. Yeah. Now that one won't show up on the page. Let's make it bigger. No, still won't. There you go. Looks like two satellites joined together. Yeah. Yep. No picture. No picture. No picture. Yeah. So what else we got? Prototypes. Re-entered. Still in orbit. Okay, what's this one? Genesis. Okay, we got no picture. An experimental space habitat designed and built by Private America. So Bigelow. So that might have some solar panels on it too, but we don't know what it looks like. So there's all this thing you got to research, right, to see what's in the sky and see if that's what he's capturing. It's just a long process. Images. Here we go. What's that one? Earth's. It's not really shown as the outside picture. Here it is. No, what's that one? Bigelow, it is. So it looks like it's got solar panels in the shape of a cross. And there's a picture there, inflatable space craft, which is very similar to Bigelow's. Yeah, he was talking about expanding capsules, livable capsules, right? So I remember that one interview. That must be one of them. So the Russians are competing with Bigelow, are they? Here we go. Bigelow. There we go, I've got some of that. So if we see that one flying around on his images, we know it's called that. Very strange looking thing. What else we got? Operation International. Planned. Here we go. China. Bigelow putting up something else. We got a picture. Oh, that's going to be big. Big like the International Space Station. No picture. No picture. Okay, that one's got some big solar panels. Gateway, Lunar Gateway. Or Gateway is planned. Small space station in lunar orbit. So it's going to be around the moon. So we're going to start seeing that one. When's it planned? 24 crew. Doesn't give a year number to be announced. So it's obviously going to be 2022 onwards probably. 24 here. Oh no, Lunar Gateway here, 2024. So that was a good guess. There's another one that looks kind of strange. Axion Orbital Segment. Components of the International Space Station. So they're going to phase out old modules and clip on new ones, by the looks of it. 2020s. So there's a lot happening. Or coming up. And we haven't got pictures for all of it either. Cancelled projects. So I have to keep an eye on all that. So yeah, we've got a bit of understanding now of what we're going to be looking at. So that's part of the space station when it was first built. I was actually looking for the blueprint, wasn't I, in stages? Oh, it doesn't matter. We know it's built in segments. So that's that initial thing down here. Then they started adding this direction. And then the solar panels that direction, there and there. Okay. And we ain't got this picture of his telescope either. And we're probably not going to get a picture of it. Because then we could see where he's going wrong. Probably. If we got enough pictures of his homemade thing. Like I said, this is the first time I'm researching him. I don't think he was intentional hoax. I think he generally thought he was filming stuff. And, you know, people get suckered in, right, and they won't admit. So someone's done some more analysis here of his. And what they say it is International Space Station again. There they go. They got the angle of it. They're doing exactly the same thing as I was. And there. And there. It depends what way it's spinning, rotated. So yeah, why people are still promoting them, I don't know. And still no telescope. Definitely the scroll's working better. So he definitely looks like an alien. Old Zuckerberg, doesn't he? He almost looks like a deep fake himself. Yeah, it looks like we're going to run out of time again. Damn it. There's a lot to this John guy, but I think we're sort of nailing it down a bit. So I might have to do a part 3. Let's just keep playing anyway. We've got a wee bit longer we can go. Okay, so we know that's space station again. And that. And this one, not. And this one's strange. I think he might have moved the telescope and he may have been aiming it at some sort of maybe satellite or planet, and it sort of went spludgy like that. Because you just need to wobble a ill-fitting optical telescope that's zoomed in so much, right? You know, you've seen it with the digital zoom on smartphones, and the guy's wobbling his hand. You can see how much it moves around. The same effect would be here. So that could even be like a distant star on long exposure, and he's just moved to tap the telescope, or vibration of a passing truck or something like that was enough to make it sort of wobble and create a strange overexposed movement. So that one's a bit strange, but don't think it's a spaceship. This one here looks like a bug or a bird in the atmosphere that got in the way. And you can see here that it's got rolling shutter, and the same effect you get with the rod effect, right? You can see here is probably the real insect here, and it's moving that direction, that way, probably left to right for rolling shutter. You can see here it's moved a wee bit further, the triangle bit. Then the triangle bit's moved here. And the sensor's sort of scanning this way. And trying to catch up. And it's moving faster than the sensor can process. And he's got it zoomed in so fast, you know how fast bugs move, especially in air current. But it could be a bird or it could be a bat as well. We can see there's something at the end of this creature. And it's got triangle shape going on. Could be simply one of those black butterflies, you know, well, not black, but butterfly in the atmosphere. They do fly at night time, they do fly in daytime. And here it's flapped its wings down, so it's created this bit down here. So it's moved here, and it's flapped its wings, whatever it is, bat, bird, butterfly. And then the wings have gone up, and now it's formed a different shape there. Yeah, so that's what we call blurfo. Here's another one. It doesn't look like it's got any motion in this one. So this one, could it be one of those Mila balloons? It certainly could. Or is it one of those satellites that's sort of like those round sphere satellites that had little front bits on it with the thing. Let's see if I can find it. That one looks like it could be a satellite, maybe filmed in the daytime. Let's see, round cylinder satellites, cylinder. I can't spell for crap, can I? Yeah, like this one here, like the Hubble. Ah, right, could it be the Hubble? That could be the Hubble. See, it's got the lid flipped open here. And that could be the lens. That could be the lid flipped. Could be the Hubble. Let's check images. And it's got that long cylinder shape going on here with the thing, but you also get satellites that look really similar, like this one here. But it does look like it could be. Here we go, Hubble. 2 dead satellites. Well, it could be another camera satellite, of course. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this one. What's the name of that one? IRAS. That kind of looks like his image. Right. It's got a little bit on the back here. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but there might be something there. So it could be that one. Now what's happened? Hasn't got much length to it. Sort of tapers off. That one doesn't taper off as much. So that could be a possibility. What's that one say? HS-376. Kind of, that one doesn't sort of taper off, it sort of gets thicker, but it's also got this antenna here. But this one here with the looking inside it looks very much like this one here. So I think It's one of these type. Now, why did they do it in that kind of shape? Maybe to keep the sun from blinding the sensor, or creating to try and reduce lens flare. So it could be even this one here, Dragonfly. I think that's a Hubble though, isn't it? It's going to be something like this. But I think it's that one up there. Anyway, let's just carry on. This is the same object, more blurry, clearly, as it's moving away. Okay, this one here, again, could be movement in the telescope itself while he's filming some bright light source, which could be, again, planet, star, or satellite, because of course he could have wobbled around here and caused all these multiple images, little vibration on a really fine magnification, right? It wobbles around as it's producing a picture of that, whatever that is. It's moved here because we've got motion blur, streak, long shutter, blur moved, carried on. So okay, let's keep on moving. I suppose we've probably debunked enough of this guy, really. That's it. They exist. Yes, satellites do exist. Hey, boy. UFOs worldwide. What are we going to do with you? Hopefully you watch my episode and learn. So he states that these are starships. Nope. Space stations and satellite mostly. Some admittedly look like satellites. Yep. And they quite possibly could be top secret satellites created under black budgets. Well, we've managed to see a lot of different satellites here, but wherever they are, he's out there, boots to the ground, doing the stuff. Yeah, he's misleading people. Because he's not using the apps, right? So let's close down that one there. And this is his website. So let's just have a quick look at him. Has he got any pictures of what he's using? Okay, he's got something up here with his picture. I'm not sure what it is. That could be his telescope. Not particularly long. Mishead on the front. Oh yeah, let's just keep going down. So he's filmed a military helicopter. Another one. He's trying to aim it at the moon through the atmosphere, as you know, is not the best thing to do. That's why we got telescopes out in space. And because we know the Hubble is too far away in high detail, they put camera satellites in orbit. And of course it's still a fairly big body that it takes many passes. And it takes many days, and that's why we get a patch quilt of photographs on Google Moon. So yeah, it doesn't just take it all in one snapshot like we do with smartphones, because there's a lot of surface to cover. So helicopters, moon craters, nothing special. Alien, what's that one? Is there life on other planets? Okay, that looks like some sort of Milo character balloon, is it? Alright, could be a bug. a bug passing the camera, by the looks of it. Yeah, looks like the fly's going this way. We'll have a look at it in a minute, probably. Images from space vehicles. What's he saying on this one?
Number 3 tonight on this Monday with John Lenard Walson, and we're going to take a look at...
Okay, so looks like it's some of a show he went on. Blurry image. Blurry, not very good. I've seen done by other people. Okay, we've been through that. International Space Station. And here, looks like he's stretched it the other direction this time. Rotated it and stretched it. Space station again. Not sure what we're meant to be doing there. Moon, boring. Craters. Yeah, pretty boring stuff. What's that? Looks like a fighter jet. That's
little dots, which are some kind of objects. They're intelligently
right. So that looks like a bunch of balloons coming into focus here.
controlled machines. They're up there.
So this is a bunch of balloons that's really out of focus.
In the chemtrails, some of them appear to...
Yeah, looks a bunch of balloons, alright. Stupid. Okay, keep going. Space station again. Well, one of the space stations anyway. Possible on space platform. The TR3 black triangle.
To number 19. Number 19.
Oh, here you go. You can see how the light's reflecting off it.
First is a wide shot, then there's an enlargement.
So why is it blinking? Well, it's going through atmosphere. It's going through layers of ice crystals, and we're losing some of the light, reflecting back down.
And an enhanced version of it. This again is another...
Okay, that one looks like it was something here, and he's moved it slightly where it's filming it. It's now over here. Boring, boring, boring. Okay, more boring stuff. What do we got here? Not sure what we're meant to be filming there. Again, it could be two satellites passing by. Moon. Okay, it's not really interesting at all, his stuff. Once you know what you're looking at, it's lost its appeal, hasn't it? Yeah, so what else we got? We were trying to see if he had a picture of what he was using. I was going to have a look at that one before I forget. Okay, see all this here? That's atmospheric. See the wobble? It's like what you see in a mirage with heat coming off the road, right? So it looks like a crater there. Another crater here, but the shadows, the sides come in shadow. So yeah, I'm not actually proven in this one. It's just a really blurry, horrible photograph, right? It's just got some horrible music on it. How's the audio sounding out there too? Still sounding nice and clear? Yeah, it sounds like it. Maybe a few clicks here and there. So, not too impressed at the moment. That lights on the moon. And can't see any moon bases or aliens or anything flying past with the camera, like a plane or bird or bat or balloon. Is at some stage? Here we go. Here's that plane one coming up. So he's this, and this is a core, and it's probably to be a bug of some kind. And you can see here, it looks like wings, you know, wings. We've got motion blur, so it's going this way. Yeah, look how poor quality this plane is here. Yeah, it's like we're seeing that, you know, HD quality. No. So I don't know if that's through his telescope or not, or just some other camera. So is it simply a mild balloon just blowing past there, or a bug? What's he filming there? So it looked like it was a balloon, didn't it? Upside down. That's got to be a mild balloon. Look, definitely a mild balloon. Look, you can see it's one of those silver mild balloons. Yeah, it's just rotating, isn't it? And that's why it looks like it's black there. It's reflecting the sun, the other surface. So what looked like wings, it's just a really bad filming. It's not like using like a P1000 on 8000 frames a second, then you're better see at really good quality. Or a decent commercially made lens that's been tested. Okay, what's this one? Another balloon. Or is it a bug? Is that a wing sticking out here? No. Looks like it's just rotating around. And that looks like a leather balloon, this one. And it's dark because the sun's not reflecting underneath. So yeah, I didn't know he was a balloon summoner. It looks like it's even got some cable attached to it here, and you can see sometimes. There, look, see the cable? Something on the end. That's a balloon. So yeah, not too impressed there, John. Not too impressed at all. And it looks like he's been going a while. Let's see. He hasn't got many views considering, but 1.3 with 4 ads, that would be like 8 for 5,000 views divided by half. That would be equivalent to $30,000 probably US. Depend on ad block, $30,000 to $60,000. And of course we don't know if he's got donations. Yeah, we want to see what your telescope is, mate. What year was it? 2006, wasn't it? Okay, we got to the bottom, but I didn't see any pictures of his telescope. 12 years ago. That's 2006, is it? 2008? I don't see any telescope. Helicopters. Moon again. Could it be on this one? No, helicopter. What's that one? Playing music. You might actually be better at music. Let's have a listen.
Please do serve the final boarding call for all passengers. Check with the Travel Canada's flight 251.
Maybe not. Not the best place to film playing a piano on a busy airport. Okay, pretty much the same. Mostly moon, alien moon. Some blurry front. Probably a plane part. Let's see. Oh no, it could be just really bad focusing. Looks like it's the edge of the crater where it has that white, powdery, reflective stuff they have on some of the craters. Looks like snow, but it's not. So I thought it might be a plane passing, but it's not even that exciting. It's this edge of a crater reflecting sunlight. Yeah. So when was this last one? 15 hours ago. So let's have a quick look. Did we have a look at that one? We did, didn't we? And there's that crater that third phase of the moon kept going on about, I think. Which they said it had a spaceship in the middle. It's got a chunk of rock. Most of these craters have a chunk of rock in the middle. It's more reflective. It's white. I wonder if he's using Nikon now. It's got 4 times zoom there. What's he using? A bigger, more powerful telescope. Okay. Still pretty shit though, isn't it? But I'm sure he does. Everybody fund it for him. Opening, isn't there? There's no from a crate like that, like you get on these others. Wiggly wobbly image from. Well, it's a bit better than a Bruce Sees All, I must admit. He's not necessarily fixing anything here, is he? The interpretation is a bit fraudulent. He should be using apps, right? So if he detects anything, he should be bringing up the. So, oh yeah, that was the satellite passing near. But it looks like he's doing less on the deep space stuff now. Was it 3 months ago? Let's have a look. Oh no, looks like the space station again. What is it? Space station on another angle? See, this is where he should be using the app to prove it's not the space station. And he's not, is he? So, to me that's like deceptive. So, contrail of a plane. Yeah, moon, rocks, plane. Yeah, what are we meant to be looking there? Some white reflective rocks on a crater. There you go, look, it rotates it. So how's he doing that? He's got to be flipping it around on the telescope, isn't he? Or holding the camera. But it just changes it. See, you can see that's a crater now. And that's definitely a crater with some sort of ridge on it. Crater. So yeah, there's nothing special. Alright, he's still putting up some of these. Yeah. So he's not using the app, so he's being deceptive in that case. Seen it, boring. What's that one? Is it daytime or nighttime? Yeah, pretty boring. Alright, so what are they saying about him? Let's just wrap it up here. They reckon he's a hoaxer, but not in the true sense of hoaxer. He's just not using the apps and proving what's in the blur. So that's what the video's taken down, is it? No, I think they're not fake images, but there could be artifacts in them, right? With the knocking, zooming, stretching, atmospherics, and movements, and technical problems with the camera, with the CMOS technology, capturing it with rolling shutter, motion blur, all that sort of stuff. It all adds up. Combination of things. Oh no, not the Doppler stones. We just talked about that with the Teffer incident. I just see dodgy, blurred, and defined shapes. Could be anything. Well, you can sort of have an educated guess on what they are. With side by side and overlays like we did. And you can see he stirs up a lot of people. So page 15. Yep, there's a lot more stuff in the sky now that we have to consider. Drones, definitely. Kites, lead kites. More different types of Mylar balloon and latex balloons. Strange shapes. And Chinese lanterns, as we found out, you can get heart-shaped ones and football-shaped ones. So yeah. Our work is not finished yet, is it? But it looks like other people have been trying to match up his images to known stuff in the space, in space. And look what I was just doing. There you can see that's the space station. Doesn't take much, does it? What's the very first image? Can we get to it? How'd you get to page 1 on this? I wonder if we can search the article only for keywords. Oh, here we go. Admin edit. This thread contains video of what has been defined as satellites and stars being presented as huge interstellar spacecraft. Also the space station, or space stations, and Bigelow stuff, by using slow shutter speeds and moving the tripod. Here you go, holding the out of focus video camera. The author, now banned from above top secret for hoaxing, has been asked several times to provide pristine exit if data presented a fast shutter speed image taken seconds before and after capturing the ships, or provide a clearer image of the known object. Yeah, so he's been moved into the hoaxer. That's what I said, he's not using the apps. He's not using burst mode on the camera where you get 8,000 frames a second, so you wouldn't have the blur in. Let's say none of these things were provided. Okay, there you go. And we're at page 1. So it's been closed down now. What's that say? Would like to know what telescope they use. Yeah, so would I, mate. Does he provide a link to the telescope image? Let's see. Now we're showing some sort of video of blurry objects which could be distant car lights, and we're supposed to be believed that the Hubble can take as good pictures as a store-bought scope. How about the far above time? To me, it looks like a fighter jet refueling via a tanker in the beginning. Well, we haven't seen that one. So I'm not sure on that one, but that would be an interesting one to see. But it looks like most of these images are gone. Won't be too much just to ask for an image of the telescope though. So that was one thread. Oh, actually I'll post a link to that, so if you want to go and check it out. I suppose we can finish up on this guy today. John, above top secret banned for hoaxing. There you go. Yeah, we can do away with that one now. So all the other experts out there agree with me, and I didn't read this till now, so that's good validation for what I do. So this one looks like a different thing. It's only got 3 pages. And what year was that? 2014. Area 51 UFO video found. Okay, let's have a look at that one. New Area 51 UFO video. It's been deleted. What, did anyone do stills of it? Was that it? It looks like it's been cut out and inserted over the video. That looks like illumination flares to me, and it's been put through some sort of filter that duplicates the image out. Looks all the same, doesn't it? Look, it's just repeated the image. That's probably the original there, and he's put it through some sort of prism to give it like a UFO shape. So if he's doing that sort of shit, he's definitely a hoaxer, right? But unfortunately we can't see the video because he's taking it down. Maybe he got caught out really badly on that one. So maybe he started off genuine, thinking that he was getting stuff, and then he liked the attention and started faking stuff, or he wanted to make more money, pull more money in. Now Tyler, he started off hoaxing. He started doing less and less of it and started using other people's stuff instead. You know, the hoaxes and stuff. So he went the other direction. Well, this one started off probably genuine and went the other way. Got into more hoaxing of it to try and keep people interested. And Third Phase of the Moon, they're like a wave. They hoax stuff and then they don't, then they hoax stuff again, just to try and bring interest back in, and claim they receive it through email too. You know, that one where they're filming the search and rescue thing off the coast there, that's just garbage. So yeah, you can have a copy of this one too. Confronting. And we probably could wrap up probably for tonight. Confronting John L.W. J.L.W. Of course, there's something about multiple LED lights here. These filming from a torch, is it? Making that effect. So they're referencing the Area 51, but I think it's not. I think it might be illumination flares, but it's possible. It could be from a torch. And of course, there isn't much said here, but you got links to it all. And this is if you want to prove that you're innocent, with like Mojo, you got to set up a locked off camera on a tripod that films what you're doing, and then you can sync it up with the footage, you know, at the time. So you could do like a double thing, like a faraway shot, seeing that little LCD screen on the camera, seeing the same image played back at the same time, stuff like that, you know. Use the apps. If you're really genuine, right, you could prove yourself. But obviously this guy has been asked to prove himself with burst mode instead of slow shutter stuff, and he hasn't provided. Anyway, going to wrap up now. Hopefully you enjoyed what I went over there. And also we've got more stuff coming from Third Phase. Let's see, the mothership might be out now. Let's have a quick look. We got time, coming up to 3 hours though. Again, looks like it went. Let's have a look at this huge mothership. Oh look, it says muted there. And it wasn't. See, to me that's got to be a bug with Google, right? Welcome back everybody, number one. Oh look at him. He just loves being on camera, this guy, doesn't he? Eh? Look at the angle shot he's got here.
Oh, I received an incredible video from Montevideo, the capital of Uruguay. A citizen there was driving
Yeah, so it's from South America, so it's bound to be a hoax.
in his pickup truck. He looked up into the night sky and noticed something massive. He began to proceed and pull out incredible
Okay, so what happened?
videos of much that's in a
It's bound to be a hoax, right? South America.
colores de
Okay, so if you want to try this,
esto
we might have
solamente
to
se
come back
ve
to this one next
a
time.
través de el parabrisas de la camioneta. Estoy adentro de la camioneta y filmándolo a través de...
Is it a mothership?
No, it looks like it might be angled dashboard lights, right? So what's that coming up there? The sunrise or sun setting? They got the old famous Doc Skinner back.
Pretty cool. We see what looks like a mothership over the city. We're able to see what goes.
I don't know, why is it being the rear? Looks like a run of the car. No, it's got to be. I wonder if Scott Brando. He probably wouldn't have a chance to look at this one yet. Let's see what he's got up. He loves doing these ones. Let's see, he probably say it's the same. Reflection from inside the car. He's still on about that plane. The plane one. Whereabouts the building was and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so he hasn't got to that one yet. And nothing new there. So yeah, is that the best footage we got?
Esto solamente se ve
Videos of a mothership that I've seen.
Is that I think it is, isn't it? Lights, definitely reflect, isn't it? Then he zooms in. The lights at the back of the car, maybe. He zooms in. Okay,
One of the most incredible videos of a mothership.
It's a fair size. I was looking at that, but it's actually quite a lot bigger. Now it looks like the city lights here. It's got to be dashboard lights. Anyway, maybe we'll come back to that one more next time. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. GUFON, we ain't going to bother listen to what he had to say. Let's just go to course. Okay, good night. And I've got to upload it everywhere. Never ends. Another 6 hours doing all that stuff, probably. Good night, everybody. And do consider supporting a truther if you like what I do. $1 a month. 1,000 people, $1 a month. Would get us well on the way for a faster computer. Probably get some outside cameras, and we could do some live stuff as well then. Do some more interesting stuff. Live UFO. There's all sorts of possibilities. Thing like that. So the money's straight to the channel anyway. So, good night.